I honestly think most of us are quite bored with life, myself included. We have social media in the palm of our hands. We have a phone in our hands that shows us thousands upon thousands, hundreds of thousands of people's perspective on many different things in life. We see travel adventures, we see how to invest in real estate and stocks, how to learn an instrument. And throughout all of this, you have yourself watching these things. You have yourself seeing these things. And from my opinion, you start to realize, damn, there's a lot of people doing different things. But what am I doing? Like, what for me is important? Why is it even important? Because there's so many other people doing it. And I think that strikes some form of boredom. That could strike some form of what's the point? What is the point? Like, what is the point of us waking up, clocking in to our jobs, working on certain projects, doing the daily routine that we do? What is the point? And some may say, hey, it's the point is just to be alive and live and go down whatever rabbit hole you want to go down. You know, eat whatever food you want to eat, consume whatever content you want to consume, spend time with your family, your friends, create a family, create whatever life you want. But at the end of the day, you ask yourself, what really is the point? And I'm not going to sit here and act like I know the exact answer of what the point is, but posing the question is where I stand of what is the point? What is your point? What is your purpose? What is your why? I remember at times glimpses of being a kid and thinking during those times of how much I didn't know, of the things I didn't see in the world, and how playing on that street with my friends, throwing the football back and forth, running up and down the street, that was all I knew as a kid. That was all I saw. And so that's what I thought most of life was. And then I moved, so I began to see other parts of just my city. Technology started to grow, so we were able to see more of the world around us, see more of what people in the world are doing around us. Television obviously was a big part of that as well, of being able to see uh, the creativity people had when it comes to television, the creativity people had when it came to um, shows and in movies and whatever the case is. So as you get older, you start to realize like there's more than just this small box I've been living in. There's a whole open, vast world that we can experience. And so you attempt to experience it in whatever way it is. Maybe your thing is travel, so you wanted to travel to however many countries there are in the world. Maybe your thing is creativity, and so you wanted to become a great photographer. Maybe your thing is finances, so you wanted to become rich and you wanted to invest in stocks and have stocks that have grown. You wanted to invest in real estate. And you get it. You get those things. And you look up and you start to realize, man, life is just this cycle of not knowing and then potentially knowing. And I don't have any kids, but I do have nieces and nephews, and I have friends who have kids, and I've seen them when they're young, and I've had conversations with when they're young. And when you see just how open to the world they are because they don't know really much, you see a different excitement in how they maneuver and how they move through the world because the world is new to them. And through age, through experience, through pains, through breakups, through divorces, through businesses struggling, through losing money, through losing your home, through having to move, through all the different transitions that happens in life, your energy starts to go a bit dimmer, and you start to ask yourself, like, what is the point? It becomes harder to wake up in the morning. That snooze button becomes much easier to hit than to just wake up and live your life. And this video, there's really no like reasoning of the ending versus the beginning. It was just more posing the question of like, what is the purpose? What is our why? Why should these things be important to us? And what type of life ultimately do you want to live? And the choice is really up to you. I'll leave this video by saying, whatever you do find as your purpose, as your reason for being, as your reason for existing, grab onto that and really hold that tight, and really realize that there's going to be a moment where you may not have this thing. And that's okay. But while you're in it, be completely in it and give it what you would want your future self to look back on and be proud of. Just give it that. And that's all I believe we as people can ask for, is we want to be able to think that in that moment in our life, we just gave it a shot, or we were our truest selves, or we were our most authentic selves. I think that's all we really want, and that's all we're really looking for. Stay strong, continue to work on yourself, continue to build the life in the direction that you choose. And I'm out. Peace.